Hey everybody, welcome to Intersection Online. It is April 19th. It's a Sunday. We are still online because we are not in real life yet as far as being together, but we're glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. I've got Chandler and I've got Dalen and I've got Keith with us tonight, and they're here and we're glad. So how's everybody doing? Chandler, how are you doing, first of all?
I'm doing good. I'm totally done with studio on Wednesday, like last project presentation of my undergraduate. So just kind of like that final push.
That's awesome. So graduation is the next thing on your list after that's done, whatever graduation looks like, right?
Oh yeah. They said they have something planned for us in August, I think.
Cool. In
So.
August. Isn't that amazing?
Like
That's
an
so
in-person one?
Yeah. So they're gonna mail us our diplomas. They're gonna be still dated, like it'll still say May 7th on it, but
Yeah.
we'll have like a ceremony in August probably.
Well, that'll give you something to look forward to, I guess, and keep.
I mean, I'm going back to school, so I'll get to graduate in 2 more years, if not. So
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm doing okay with it now.
Awesome. That's cool. Okay, Dalen, how about you? How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. So I've got my first, I guess, final tomorrow for one of my classes that has a lab.
Yeah.
I am a little sad. I was supposed to get my Aggie ring on Friday, and right
Oh.
now all the ring orders are delayed until the shelter in place is lifted.
Yeah.
Who knows that's going to be? So I did not get my Aggie ring, which is sad.
That is. Well, it's coming. You'll get it eventually, just not this week. So sorry for that.
Yeah, we'll get it
all right.
sometime.
Keith, how about you, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. This is the last full week of school left for us. So for me, that's just like finishing up projects and, things like that, and then just pushing through. It's going to be weird because the next few weeks are just going to blur into summer, and then it's just going to be summer and going to be doing the same thing, but no school.
So true. Well, and I mean, honestly, all of this is kind of a blur with summer, and it's going to be the longest summer ever as far as summer vacation goes because spring break started and there's no more school after that. So in fact, in just a second, I want to come back and let's talk about the announcement that was made this week about school being canceled for the remainder of the school year. And I want to talk to you about that. But first, we got a few buckets. And so, Dalen, will you take that and introduce that for us?
Yeah, so this week we have Kaylee and Tanner doing the buckets for us. So hopefully they have a good little showing for us and they have something to show us.
All right, so here we go.
What is up, guys? I have the bucket today for tonight, and here are a few things that I would like to show you all. So my first thing, it will be Coca-Cola, old Coca-Cola bottle. I like Coca-Cola. Then I have a football. I like to play football a lot. It's my favorite sport. I have Pringles. Pringles is probably my favorite chip. I like the I don't know what it's called, but it's in a purple can. So purple can. I have an Xbox game, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. My favorite one. I like to play zombies on it. So what a surprise. This is my dog, Phoenix. She follows me everywhere. Tried to close her out, but it did not work. So my next one, I have a little baby turtle. I found him the other day. He is my pet. His name is Chicken Liver. Chicken Liver. He stays outside. I have records. This one is my favorite one that I have. I like to dance whenever I play them in my room. Couple more things. My phone. I am videoing with my phone right now, so I have my phone case. Yeah, I use my phone sometimes when I'm bored. That's about it. And then I have Louis the snake. Pretty cool. I fed him last night. He's a ball python. I like him. I've got crossbow. Okay, crossbow because I like to hunt. And last but not least, I got my Bible. I got my Bible when I was going into high school after I got baptized. We went out and got that. Me and my dad. It was pretty cool. So.
Hey y'all, today I'm doing the bucket. First of all, my drawing pad. I really like calligraphy and like lettering, so I really like this. This is like one of my hobbies. Secondly, high heels. Low-key, I love high heels because I'm like a very short person, and so, I don't know, it makes me feel taller when like at church and stuff. But thirdly, Whataburger. I love Whataburger. The food isn't like great. I mean, it's fine. I really don't eat there that much, but I love going hang out with friends and definitely did not steal those. And then my ukulele. I really love making music and playing music, and so this is like a really big part of my life. I can kind of play guitar, but not really. So this is kind of my instrument. This, it's like a workout ball. It's like you roll it and then like it goes the thing you're supposed to do. And so working out is a big part of my life, running and like doing sports. I was gonna have a basketball and volleyball, but I forgot about those. But those are like the sports I play mostly. And so like I love sports. And then family. Family's always been a big part of my life. They've always supported me, and my friends as well. And then my Bible and my journal. The Lord has always been like such a huge part of my life. He just really impacted me, obviously, like he does all of us. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to like grow up in a household where Jesus was always like a part of our household. So, and then Crocs. I love Crocs. They're like amazing shoes. You can wear them with like socks or whatever. It's actually a style, okay? So, yeah. Also, this deer hide. I like hunting a lot. I should hang this up, but I like hunting a lot. So I go with like my dad and some of my friends. And then, don't laugh at me, but these are my pig slippers. They're like the best thing in the world. They make me so happy. I wear them like all around. It's like actually the best thing. So I think that's about it. But I love y'all so much. I really miss you, and I hope I can see you soon. Love y'all. Bye.
Thank you, Tanner and Kaylee, for sharing with us. We really enjoyed that.
Yep, that was great, and I appreciate y'all doing that. As with everyone that has been helping us by sending in videos and everything for either Intersection Online or Midweek Online, we couldn't do this without you. And so thanks for that. And when you get the text from one of us and saying, hey, will you do that? Thanks for being willing to do that. We appreciate it. So, okay, so you guys know that this week, Governor Abbott announced that there would be no more school for the rest of the school year. And I know some people were, you probably heard that, and that was like, oh, I'm so excited. This is great. The, greatest thing ever for school to be canceled. And others of you had a totally different feelings, and it was more sadness or disappointment or discouragement, or you're really devastated that school is not happening anymore this school year. And so I thought it'd be good for us to all talk about that for a second, because our interns have a perspective on this that I think will be good. And so wherever you are on the spectrum of I'm excited school's not happening anymore, or I'm devastated school's not happening anymore, I think there's some truth that you can hear today, and some things we can kind of talk about, and some things God can show you through that. So I don't know, Keith, what would you say to that? What would you say to students right now during this time?
Yeah, for like, it's crazy for everyone just because you're not coming back to school when you thought you were, but especially for seniors because you're not coming back to school at all. And so the thing I have to say that, is encouraging to me in a way is like everyone's going through this. And I know it feels hard and it stinks and it's crazy, but in the long term, everyone is going through this. So, colleges and schools and sports and everything like that, they understand and they know. And it's something that everyone's going through and everyone's going to have in their life. So it's not going to impact you, or it's not going to mess up your life, and it's not going to change things in a way that are irreplaceable. It's crazy and it's weird, but it's not going to ruin your life. And that's just remember that you're going to be fine and you're going to get through this and it's going to be okay.
Yeah. And that, hearing someone say it's going to be okay it's kind of easy to hear, hard to believe sometimes. And it's kind of that, if you're looking only for the right here and now, it's really difficult. If you can kind of take a step back and look at broader perspective stuff, then it becomes a little bit more doable and livable with that. So yeah. All right. Somebody else thoughts?
Having us college kids, they kind of announced this right after spring break. Like there was never that like, will we go back to school question. They kind of just told us right away that the rest of the semester was going to be canceled or online school. And so us interns, we kind of had a little bit of time for the initial shock of it to wear off. And like it does get better. Like you can kind of decide like, oh, I can let this consume me, or I can kind of accept it and move on and make the best of it. So it just kind of like becomes normal and the shock of it will wear off. But if y'all need to talk to anybody about it, y'all can call, text one of the four of us, because we went through this a month ago, kind of that shock of even Whitney and I are seniors, and so we can kind of relate to a few of those things. But just know that it will get better. We're all in this together, and that it will just kind of become normal. Like it will wear off this shock of it all.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And the idea that you guys have been through this is so true, because as soon as, we never came back from spring break, it was announced that all college classes were going online for the rest of the school year. And so you guys didn't get a lot of your goodbyes or a lot of the things that you kind of thought. And one thing that was kind of real to us this week is, so Hudson every Saturday at noon has a Zoom chat with his class from school. So he goes to school as teacher Mrs. Bradham, one of the greatest first grade teachers I've ever seen. And she is just awesome. And she said something during the Zoom chat that it was so hard to hear. She said, well, when I clean out your desks at the end of this year, and realized like he's never going to go back and clean out his desk. And so all of us are living that at some level. So, at your middle school, at your high school, at whatever, you got stuff at school, or you've got people that you may not see again for quite a while. And we want you to know that we're sad with you. We're all kind of walking through this at different levels with you. I'm not in high school anymore, so I don't feel the same way, but you guys that are in college, you feel a lot of this. And we live with a high schooler and 2 elementary school kids and a college student in our own home. And so we get that. And so just want you to know we're praying for you. We're thinking about you. And this is all going to be okay. It can be hard right now. Some of y'all are having a hard time with this, but it's all going to be okay. We're going to make it through it. God is faithful. God's light shines brightest in the darkness. And so don't miss that. So, okay, I'm going to introduce our Bible verse, people, unless y'all have something else to add to that. Anything else to add? Okay.
Yeah, just that everything like is kind of rough right now, but tomorrow's a new day and it's just going to get better from here. Like it's rough now, but eventually it's just going to go back to normal.
Yeah, it will. And we're excited about that. That'll be good when it happens. Okay, so we have some people sharing Bible verses tonight, and those people are going to be Alana and Jack and Emma, and it's Emma Perry and Shannon. And so thank you to them. And so these are the Bible verses. We'll let you see those right now.
The verse that I chose is Romans 12:12, which says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." And the reason that I chose this verse is just because during this time, things have gotten really weird. And I can't really lean into all the excitement of senior year anymore. I have to choose to lean into God.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to read Galatians 1:10. "For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ." I like this verse because it's like telling that we're not trying to please man. We're trying to please God, and our actions need to be pleasing to God, not to satisfy the wants of men.
Okay, I'm going to be reading out of Romans chapter 6, 1-4. "Well then, should we keep on sinning so that God can show us more and more of His wonderful grace? Of course not. Since we have died to sin, how can we continue to live in it? Or have you forgotten that when we were joined with Jesus Christ in baptism, we joined Him in death? For we died and were buried with Christ by baptism. And just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glorious power of the Father, now we may also live new lives. So this means to me that we must try not to sin, but when we do sin, we are forgiven because we have joined Christ in his death. So I recommend reading Romans 5 and 6 on your own time because they are very powerful messages, and I think right now is just a very good time to reflect on all the things he's trying to tell us.
Hello everyone. Today my verse is Matthew 21:28 through 31. This is Jesus telling the parable. But what do you think? A man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, "Son, go to work today in the vineyard." And he answered, "I will not." But afterwards he regretted it and went. The man came to the second and said the same thing. And he answered, "I will, sir," but he did not go. Which of the 2 did the will of his father? They said the first. There's a little bit more to the verse, but that starts getting into another subject. So this can be a little bit convicting, I guess, for us, because we often say, I'll pray, I'll read the Bible, and we never end up getting around to it. We, like the second son, say, yes, we'll do it, but we don't end up doing it. And in this parable, Jesus is pointing out that's not what God wants. God doesn't just want words, he also wants actions to accompany those words. With the first son, even though the first son said he wouldn't do it, he still ended up doing it, which was what mattered to God most. This type of scenario at home feels like it plays out all the time, where our parents ask us to do things, we either forget or we don't get around to doing it. So this is like a new thing, and God knew that people would struggle with this. And so I like these verses to help remind myself that I really do, it is important to God that I maintain a relationship with him and do these things, like pray and serve others and read the Bible.
All right, thanks to everyone who shared their verses today. That was awesome.
Yep, and next we've got a My Story from Katie Jo. I really like these My Stories. They're always super cool and super encouraging. So here we go, Katie Jo.
Hey guys, I miss y'all so much. Y'all are absolutely the best, and I miss y'all. I was just thinking about this week, it just been kind of getting to me how much I missed you guys. I miss going to church. It's definitely the thing I miss the most. Out of the things I'm missing right now, I miss seeing you and being encouraged by all of you. I miss seeing your faces, so I can't wait to see all of you again. So I'm gonna do my story for this week. And the thing that has been on my mind a lot recently has been the aspect of control. I'm very much a person who values control. And I like everything to be under my control. I'm the oldest child, so I kind of get that bossy tendency. I try not to, but it's kind of hard. I'm working on it. But definitely control is one of the things I value. And during this time of uncertainty, not only with the virus and not knowing when things are going to be back to normal, but I'm going to college next year, and I don't know if my fall classes will resume as normal, or the classes I'm going to be taking, or just all that. It's a big time of uncertainty and a lack of control. And so that's definitely been a struggle for me lately, I've been trying to grasp control as much as I can in any aspect of my life, whether it be, like for me right now, it has been with my food, like my dieting and exercise. I feel like that's where I've been able to find control. So I've been like super strict for some reason about like what I'm eating, like exercising every day. I don't know why, but that has just kind of been like the place I find control right now. But in all other aspects, I feel like everything's just crazy and I can't grab onto it, and it is stressing me out so much. And so I've been trying to find comfort in the Lord, and I've been praying. And this Sunday morning, Kelly's message was amazing, talking about the Psalms of Lament, and just it's okay to be upset with God, and it's okay to voice your frustrations to God. And that was really helpful to me because I needed that kind of not permission, but just knowing it's okay to be upset, or knowing it's okay to kind of complain about what's going on. And so I prayed, and I told God, like, why are you doing this? Like, this is supposed to be a really good year of my life, and I feel like it's kind of been taken away, and all of that. And so, and then I tried, and I've been making a very big point over the quarantine and really this whole semester of reading my Bible every single day. And so I've been trying to read 3 chapters every morning. And this morning I got to 1 Corinthians, which is a wonderful book of the Bible. I suggest reading it if you have some downtime, which you do. And I got to 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. And it says, "For the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men." And that just kind of hit me as nothing I can do is ever going to be better than what God can do. There's no aspect of control I will put into my life that God doesn't already have under control. Everything he is doing is for his glory, for his purpose, to spread his word. And that just kind of let me breathe for a minute and just reminded me so much of how amazing God is, and how what he's doing right now, we might not be able to see the good of it at the moment, but there is so much good going on, and I can see it every day, just through the little things, like the food drives and the Easter egg hunt we had at the church, and just being able to get these like little nice phone calls or text messages from people that I don't usually get to talk to. But I just want to thank you all for encouraging me. I hope I can always encourage you. Please, if you are bored or having a tough time, I'm here. I'd love to talk to any of you. So don't be afraid to reach out. Or if you just want to talk and have fun, because I'm really bored. But I love you all so much, and just know that God is in control, and he always will be. Bye, guys.
Hey, so thanks, Katie Jo, for doing that and sharing that My Story this week. Really appreciate that, and everybody that shared this week, and just so excited to see you guys, even if it's on video, but to hear your heart and see things going on in your life, and that's awesome. So thank you for that. Okay, let me tell you about 2 things that are coming up, and just to let everybody know, kind of a way of not really announcements, but just kind of, hey, we're going to do this and want you to be involved if you're willing. So the first is a new video that we have. And so this is a video where you're just doing something. It doesn't matter what you're doing necessarily, but if you're doing something and it's kind of fun or creative or whatever, or just kind of getting some groove on while you're doing it, that would be better than just doing nothing on a video camera, which I guess is okay if you do that too. We need a 15-second clip of you doing something to some kind of beat, and send it to us. You can text it to me, and we're trying to get them by Tuesday night. And so if you can get them to me by Tuesday night, that would be great. We're going to put them in video. If everything works right, on Wednesday night, when you turn into Midweek Online, that'll be the first video up that night, and it should be really good and really fun. So that's one thing. Second thing is, because school is now officially canceled for the rest of the year and we're home, I want us to be able to have something that you can kind of look at with relationships, and maybe starting something new that you have not done before. And so we are going to put together a list, in fact we already have, of some of the people at our church that are over 80 that might like to get cards, and we'd like to encourage you to write a letter, write a note, write a card, something, and get an actual envelope and write the actual address on it and a stamp in the corner, and put it in the mailbox and mail it to them. And if they just get one, that's great. If you can do more than one, that's great. They might write you back, they might not. But there is something really cool about writing an old-fashioned letter that is pretty neat. So each of us, we've talked about this a little bit. So Keith, I think you got a story about this. Go kind of share that with us if you don't mind.
Yeah. So every birthday, my grandma always sends me a letter. And there's something cool about getting a letter, because, I talk to her a lot, but when you see the letter, you can have the words and you can look back at it. And it's just something I always have a hard time throwing letters away, even from years in the past. I have like a little drawer I put them in, just because it's such a cool thing to have a letter and to have something to read. And I'm a college student. Imagine what these older people at our church would think of these letters. Older people love letters, and I'm not just saying that to make you guys feel it. They love letters.
Yeah, they do.
And it's just such a cool thing to get because you can read it and you can look back at it, and it's super special, and you can hold on to it.
So cool. Okay, Chandler, any thoughts about this?
Yes. So a lot of times, especially like in times like this when I'm lonely, I ask myself a lot, like, is anybody thinking about me? Like, are people missing me the way that I'm missing other people and things like that? And whenever you get a letter in the mail, it's just like, it proves that somebody took the time out of their day and had you on their mind for long enough to write this letter. And that's just like very special. And even though these older people aren't able to see people right now, that's just kind of like answering that question that they're probably asking themselves too, like, are people thinking about me? Like, are people missing me? And when they get your letter, they'll be like, okay, yeah, like somebody, especially like one of these high schoolers, they think the world of y'all, that you took the time out of your day to think about them. So that'd be really cool.
Very true. All right, Dalen, anything to add?
Yeah, no, I just think it's really awesome. Like, I think the thing that I like most about getting a letter is kind of what Keith was saying. It's something that you could hold on to, like hold and feel. Like, it's almost like a physical, like, representation of like a conversation with someone. It's really awesome to just like be able to hold on to it and feel it and see it.
Yeah, so true. So, and these letters don't have to be complicated. I mean, you know, say who you are, say some things you like to do, where you go to school, maybe where you went to school, some extracurricular activities that you like or hobbies that you have or whatever. If you want to share a Bible verse with them, that's great. It doesn't have to be long, but we'd like it to be handwritten and not typed. And there's more information online that we'll send you a link to. So probably tomorrow we'll have this all ready to go. It's mostly ready, but we're trying to finalize one or two things. And we'll send everybody a link from 313131 so you can get that and you can know how to sign up to send people. And we want you to do it. It'd be a great thing to do. So anyway, so just know that's coming. And tonight, as soon as this is over, you're going to get a link from 313131 to join us on Zoom. And we hope you will and come and be a part of that. If you got friends that haven't joined us on Zoom before that are from our church, then invite them to come be a part of that. We want you to be there, want you to be a part of it. And we'll talk a little bit, we'll play a little bit, have a game or something, and then just kind of give a chance for everybody just to see each other and hang out. So anyway, should be really good. So, okay, with that, we are done for tonight, the Intersection Online. It's been great. Chandler, anything you want to say to everybody before we're done?
Yes, I actually have something I want to say. So every week that we're together, Monty does this screen where he puts everybody's birthdays on the screen, but we don't have one this week, and Monty's birthday was yesterday. So make sure y'all text him. You could even write him a handwritten card and send it to him, but make sure y'all wish him a happy birthday.
So nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chandler. Dalen, anything that's not about me to say to everybody?
No, just I hope y'all are staying safe out there and having as good of a time as you can in quarantine. And send in a video for that song video. It's going to be really fun, I think.
Yeah, very true. All right, Keith, any wise words for us?
Just hope y'all are having a good time. Stay safe, stay inside. Have fun, y'all.
Yep, awesome. Okay, so that's it. Again, so glad you joined us for Intersection Online. We are done. Join us on Zoom in just a few minutes, and we will talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, up a lazy river with that Robin song.